Hello, it is 10 a.m. here in London, noon in Tripoli. I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain. Verjee. You're watching World One Live.
This hour with Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. As civil war rages, he is taken to the airwaves to deliver another rambling speech. He told his supporters the rebels who have taken control of parts of the country are, quote, traitors. Gaddafi's comments came as the international community weighs up how best to deal with the humanitarian crisis in Libya. The question of whether to impose a no-fly zone on Libya is still being discussed. The opposition in Libya is not made up of one cohesive group. Rather, it is a collection of individuals who have a common goal. They want Colonel Gaddafi to go, but most of them lack the military skills and training to take on his army. And there are even reports in some areas that rebels are running out of weapons. From eastern Libya, CNN's Ben Wiedemann reports. Look at what newspapers in the Middle East are saying about the possibility of a no-fly zone over Libya. In the United Arab Emirates, the National says no-fly zone needs world support to work. The paper goes on to say this step cannot be taken lightly. In Saudi Arabia, Arab News has the headline, "It's time to act." It goes on to say, looking to the Arab League to do more. This is an historic moment for the Arab League. If it news, a guest editorial with the headline, "Think twice about a Libya no-fly zone." Professor of Middle East politics Gordon Robeson writes, failure to escalate may leave the international community looking callous. This week we're launching the CNN Freedom Project, a year-long initiative to highlight the problem of modern-day slavery. According to United Nations estimates, human trafficking is an industry worth an astonishing $32 billion annually. It says an estimated 140,000 people are being held as slaves in Europe after being smuggled by human traffickers. The UN has launched a $1 million fund to help the victims of trafficking. Well, slavery is often hidden in plain sight. In rural India, bonded laborers work long hours to chip away at a debt they can never repay. CNN's Sarah Seiner brings us the story from the state of Uttar Pradesh. Amazing pictures there. Well, have you ever dreamed of stepping back in time and seeing what life was like a century ago? I personally like to slip into the future, but that's just me. Well, now you can step back in time, sort of, thanks to a wealthy 19th century landowner with an unusual last wish. Jim Bitterman visited his chateau in France. Welcome back. Barcelona took on Arsenal on Tuesday in one of the most keenly anticipated football matches in recent memory. Kate Giles joins us now with all the details. Keenly anticipated.
Exactly. I mean, it was always going to be a really, really interesting match, this one, especially because the first leg was hugely anticipated and lived up to all those expectations. This one, again, very, very interesting.
He's obviously not.
That woman was very calm.
Yeah.
You know, you see someone in your shower like that. It's very funny. You're watching World One live from London, just ahead.
Welcome back. You're watching World One live from London.
Coming up on 6 a.m. in New York, noon in Berlin. It's 8 p.m. right now in Tokyo. Here are our top stories. Libya's leader Muammar Gaddafi says his country will take up
on that story. Let's go to meteorologist Jennifer Delgado at the World Weather Center. Jen.
That's right, Monita, you're right. We're going to talk more about that earthquake. It was a 7.2. It struck around 11:45. Certainly a major earthquake. Sad. I know Zane's going to be crying buckets. She's my space chick over there. Same with Monita.
You know I am.
I know.
Just thinking about
Spacey Zain. That's my friend.
Jen Delgado, thank you.
Bye, guys.
You're watching World One live from London. I'm Zain Verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us. Because we can't get enough of anything to do with space. She can't get enough of anything to do with space.
I can't. It's true.
We want to give you another look at Discovery.
Yeah, you know, it's the U.S. space program's oldest and most traveled shuttle. It's begun its final descent back to Earth one last time. World One here on CNN.